La VOD, après une petite pause déjeuner de pasta box 4 fromages, il est temps d'aller sauver le président. C'est pas le titre d'un film, ça? Voilà, donc il faut d'abord qu'on retrouve un certain Ames grâce à notre micro machin là. Et je sais à peu près la tronche qu'il a. Donc ça va nous permettre de gagner un peu de temps. Ah non, ça va être la merde. J'ai rien dit. Ah si, c'est lui là-bas. C'est bon, vu. Allez hop. C'est lui. Ah non, faut le viser avec pour faire OK. Salut.
You're Ames, aren't you?
Là déjà, on vient de gagner beaucoup de temps par rapport au normal. Le fait de connaître sa tronche a beaucoup aidé.
You must be Ames. Keep still and listen to me. I'm not a terrorist. I got in here using one of their uniforms.
Malin.
I'm taking off the tape. Stay quiet.
Who told you about me?
An informer calling himself Mr. X, dressed like a ninja.
I see. Take this thing off me, will you? I'm Richard Ames.
Secret Service?
No, I was sent in by the Lali Lulelo, just like you.
What?
De l'Alilulelo?
You're here to find out where the president is. We have little time, so I'll be brief. How about switching to nanocommunications first?
Nanocommunications?
Right, silence beats talk when it comes to safety.
Mais il surveille tout, mais du coup il est au courant. Mais pourquoi il dit rien? Pourquoi il fait rien pour m'arrêter?
Right here. Do you really know where the president is?
Almost certainly. He was moved to the first floor of Shell 2's core section.
The first floor, the core of Shell 2. Is he still there?
I don't know. I can't get a response.
You don't think he's been like the other hostages?
Hmm?
A hostage was killed in retaliation after the SEAL 10 disaster, remember?
What are you talking about? Regardless of what they do to other hostages, they won't touch the president.
What makes you so sure?
The case.
You mean the nuclear button they took?
Right. And the case won't do a thing by itself. That case may be the single most advanced example of a weapons failsafe system. The password is nothing less than the physiological data of the US president.
Physiological data.
The president's own vital signs, heartbeat, brainwave pattern, blood pressure, and so on, are constantly monitored and relayed by his internal nanomachines. This information, along with the DNA
nanomachines.
pattern, serve as a biometric password, unbreakable even by the latest parallel processor supercomputers. The password entry itself cannot be performed unless brainwave patterns and heartbeats fall within normal parameters, rendering chemical and other forms of coercion impractical. In other words, the login must be made of the president's own free will. As a failsafe, the input must also be reconfirmed hourly, even after the initial login. If a valid confirmation is not forthcoming, the system will automatically cancel the login.
And that's why they can't harm the president.
At least until the bird flies.
Is there really a new model of Metal Gear here?
Absolutely.
Tout à fait.
Black case serves as the launch key to Metal Gear as well.
Why would they hide Metal Gear in an offshore plant?
Haven't they told you anything?
Tu n'as donc aucune information.
The entire thing was planned. The oil spill, the tanker accident that caused it, everything. The big shell was built specifically for the development of a new Metal Gear model. The inspection tour was to check its progress.
What's going on around here?
Wait. Here comes Snake.
That's him?
Use the microphone to listen in.
Ah oui.
King, Fat Man is dead.
It doesn't matter. Saved us the trouble of getting rid of him ourselves.
Why did he betray us?
Who knows? They're a band of lunatics to begin with. Nothing they do should come as a surprise.
I'll have his background rechecked, just in case.
You think he was working for them?
We can't discount the possibility. Especially with that intruder still at large.
Yes.
Parle de moi?
The man in the sneaking suit.
Ah non, c'est pas moi.
You know more about those suits than I do.
But Foxhound was disbanded 4 years ago. So it must be the Patriots.
The Patriots.
What about the damage to Shell 2?
The circulation system for the contaminated water has been damaged. The water being drawn in is overflowing, and the lower block of the central section is flooding.
Seal the connecting pathway between Shells 1 and 2.
The Simtex and IR sensors are already in place.
Any effect on it?
No.
What about the President?
The password entry has already been made to the black case. In 1 hour, we'll need a confirmation from him. His work is done after that.
Make sure you keep him alive until then.
Yes, I know.
What about the unit's activation?
Almost complete. The code has already been entered. All we need now is for the girl to start the system.
Comme ça, la fille.
Usual method, I assume?
No. The drugs took care of everything.
Only a few more steps to outer heaven.
Il y a un monde où on entend quelqu'un au chiottes, je crois. Ouais. Voilà, Johnny.
Cyborg ninja, Shalashaska.
I cannot even guess.
What about you?
Cast suspicion where it isn't due.
Pardon.
Where it isn't due, when you watched my father die and did nothing.
It's been 2 years ago, Olga. Let it go.
I read the case file for Shadow Moses, by the way.
Olga, how could you suspect me?
I know that the ninja is not one of my men.
How meaningful you make that sound. If Sergei were still alive...
If the old man were still alive, I wouldn't need to take orders from you.
Olga, Sergei was my best friend.
Bah, heureusement.
You sell us out. I'll kill you myself.
Listen, daughter of Sergei. Don't ever let me see your gun pointed at me again.
If you wish, I'll put a bullet in your back instead.
I took you both in when no one else would. You think any government would have you as irregulars in this political climate? The worst kind of wet works, maybe. But even that's doubtful. I recommend against switching camps. You've nowhere left to go.
Petit bruit de fond là. Ah, ça y est, petite crise.
It's happening again.
This damn right arm. Liquid! It's almost as if it's having its revenge.
How much do you think we spent on that arm in Lyon?
À Léon?
Best transplant surgery team in the world.
Sérieux?
I never trust a Frenchman.
Eh oh!
There's something going on. The incidents are becoming more frequent. Maybe that man's presence.
Ocelot, I leave this place in your hands.
Ok.
I have the intruder to take care of.
Yes, King.
Carrément. Mon roi.
Is that really Solid Snake?
That's what he claims.
I thought Snake was dead.
Solid Snake did die. But he's also here in the shell. Either he survived or there are 2 of them.
2 of them?
And that's impossible. Anyway, what did you manage to catch?
They said password input was complete.
I thought so.
You said the password entry into the black case had to be made by the President willingly.
That's right.
So this means the President is cooperating with them.
It would have to be, yes.
Why?
Probably tired of being a puppet. but it wasn't a smart move to betray us.
A puppet?
We're running out of time. They will fire a nuke. You know what you need to do before then.
Fire the nuke, but it's nowhere close to the ransom deadline.
Ransom?
$30 billion in cash.
Comment
What are
ça?
you babbling about? The nuclear strike is not a threat. It's been the objective all along.
They plan to slaughter millions of people.
No, a high-altitude detonation. You've heard of the Compton effect?
Total disruption of electronic equipment caused by EMMA pulse.
Textbook answer. Well, when an average nuclear warhead goes off within the atmosphere, the result is an electromagnetic pulse of up to 50 billion megawatts. The EMMA field can reach tens of thousands of volts per meter, and most electronic equipment will be toast in an instant.
If one of the key movers of world economy stops functioning, it could mean the beginning of a global depression.
But that isn't their aim. What they plan to do is liberate Manhattan, pull it offline and turn it into some kind of a republic. Hence, Sons of Liberty, I suppose.
Sons of Liberty?
Damn! Ocelot is coming. I'm going offline. Search my pocket. Hurry! It's a security card.
Oui, niveau 3.
To unlock doors of up to level 3 security. Use it to get to Shell 2. Take care of the President before they launch the nuke. He's coming here. Pick up your AK.
Donc là, vous avez peut-être pas eu le temps de voir, mais c'est timé normalement. Pour que. Mais genre très peu. Pour que je reprenne mon AK et que je me fasse pas repérer. Et j'avais 10 secondes pour le faire. Ça va, 10 secondes, c'est large.
What do you think you're doing?
I asked him to remove these. I'm ill, you see.
I always knew that the DIA turned out second-rate liars.
What are you talking about?
No need for denials. We know what you are, Colonel Ames. They knew that the President was planning to betray them. So they sent you in to keep tabs on him. Am I right?
You.
Sorry, Colonel. You failed to carry out your duties.
You'll never
Vous avez un problème avec vos visages, hein.
Said so. What the?
You tricked me. I understand now. Ocelot. You.
Ah, Fox die. Ou pas.
You, which team are you with? Show me your face. You know who he is.
No, he is not one of mine.
Identify yourself. We meet at last.
Jack. Raté. Ouais, toi aussi t'as un souci avec ton visage. C'est des trucs chelous.
Hold your fire. We need the hostages alive.
Hurry, get away!
You, but you died.
Non.
Leave this to me.
Vite. Il faut que je m'échappe. J'ai plus ma cagoule. Wait. Ah oui, passons un coup de fil, c'est le moment.
James is dead. Looked like a heart attack.
That's unfortunate. However, we do at least know where the president is.
So there really is a new type of Metal Gear in this place?
Apparently. We're still looking into it.
I've also been told that the nuclear strike was what the terrorists were after from the start, not the $30 billion.
Right. It was a cover-up all along.
Colonel, what are you keeping from me?
I am not keeping back anything. It's not as though I'm told.
J'ai aucune info.
I'm pulling in all the favors I can to look into all this. Just be a little patient. Our priority should be with the president right now. We can take it that they've completed the password entry and are preparing Metal Gear for a nuclear strike. Get to the president as soon as possible.
J'y vais.
But the president is cooperating with them.
According to Ames, yes. But it's also true that they're about to get rid of the president. There's something else going on here, and the president may be able to tell you what it is when you see him in person. Once they get the confirmation for nuclear launch, they'll do it. You need to rescue the president before then.
Jack, I agree with the Colonel. You need to protect the president for now.
All right.
Mais tais-toi, Rose, on t'a rien demandé. Allez. Parfait. Ils sont vraiment pas très malins. Du coup, les caméras de surveillance, elles sont off. Comme par hasard. Ah non, pas toutes.
Being attacked. I don't know where he is. Titan
C'est faux, tu mens. Chais. C'est bon. Je suis vraiment trop fort. Je suis vraiment le pro de l'infiltration. Attends. La mort nulle. Raiden. Ça c'est nul comme mort. Mais c'était pour voilà, c'était pour enlever l'alerte. C'était pour être tranquille avec l'alerte. Alors, The Président, est-ce qu'il y a toujours des mines ici? Oui. Le président il est de l'autre côté. Hein. Ah si, Tram arrive au bout. Tram arrive au bout, ça y est. Vite. C'est bon. Il m'a filé quoi? Niveau 3, niveau 4, je sais plus. Bon, c'est par là de toute façon. Non. Pas tant qu'il dorme lui. Je peux le faire, je peux le faire, je peux le faire, je peux le faire, je peux le faire. Oui. Hop, on va en haut et normalement c'est combat contre, contre le Harrier, si je dis pas de conneries. Mais du coup j'ai pas du tout été équipé. Je sais plus. Pour le jeu 2001 ça a pas trop mal vieilli clairement, non. Bah après là c'est HD collection mais ils l'ont lissé un peu. Mais non non ça vieillit pas trop un Metal Gear en vrai. Oui.
Raiden, can you hear me?
Oui.
Pliskin, where have you been?
T'étais où,
Checking around.
tocard?
I'm in Strut H right now. How's the situation over there?
We have a lead on the president's location.
Where is he?
Shell 2 core, the first floor.
I'm cut off from the core where I am. It's a mess here.
All right, I'm on my way to Shell 2 right now.
There are IR sensors in place on the connecting bridge between Shells 1 and 2. If you break the beams, the Semtex will go off.
Yeah, I heard them talking about that.
Target the control units and destroy them. Make sure you don't shoot the Semtex.
What do the control units look like?
Take a look with your binoculars.
Mes binoculars. Ah oui, je sais. Il va falloir que je fasse demi-tour pour aller chercher le PSG. Hein. Franchement, vous n'êtes pas de mauvaise foi. Ah non, mais franchement, Enfin, que ce soit en gameplay ou quoi que ce soit, c'est... La mordule a été clippée, merci beaucoup. Merci Kenyé. Faut que j'aille chercher le PSG1. Est-ce que je peux tout avoir d'ici? J'essaye. Il me semble que non. Et le dernier, là-bas, vu. J'ai pas entendu le clip. Ah oui, je sais. Ça va être celui-là le plus complexe. Je sais pas si je l'ai eu, je pense pas. Merde. Ah putain, quel enfer. Je suis sûr que c'est faisable, hein. C'est une question de précision. Mais putain. Ah. Quand même pas vider mon chargeur dessus. Il est où? Là. Faudrait que j'essaye de me rapprocher un peu. J'ai pas de toggle.
C'est mauvais.
Ah ça va. Hein. Est-ce qu'il y a encore de l'écho? Il y a un monde où ça passe. Hein. Il y a un monde où j'ai pas besoin d'aller le chercher. Hein.
You can do it.
Merci. Putain. La visée est pas très précise non plus. Hein. On va pas se le cacher. C'est pas le meilleur système de visée, mais c'est normal. Normalement, un SOCOM, c'est pas fait pour viser à cette distance. Jusque là, on est d'accord. Ah, j'étais dessus, là. Vous êtes bourré? Je pense que c'est pas possible. Je pense que le jeu veut pas. C'est le jeu qui veut pas. C'est pas une question. Je pense que je l'ai déjà... Oui?
Nathan?
Oui.
Nathan?
Oui.
Nathan?
Oui.
Nathan?
Oui.
Nathan?
Oui.
Nathan?
Oui, oui, oui.
Nathan?
Oui, oui.
Nathan?
Oui.
Nathan?
Oui.
Ah, coucou Nathan.
Coucou Fache. Non, le triste, il marche pas, le point d'exclamation triste. Sinon, c'est l'enfer. Vite. C'est passé. Bon, bah, retour à l'armurerie. Ah non, non, tu peux tuer les mouettes, mais tu reçois... tu finis par recevoir un coup de téléphone qui te dit c'est quand même pas très sympa de tuer les mouettes. C'était juste là. C'était pas si loin. Où easy. D'ailleurs, ce moment où il faut aller chercher un sniper pour pouvoir tirer sur un truc qui est un peu loin, ça vous rappelle rien? Non, pas par là. C'est pas là non plus. C'est pas là non plus. Ah non, toi tu vas m'embêter. Donc c'est à l'étage. Nathan, est-ce qu'il y a une scène post-générique à Kingdom Hearts? Bah j'ai envie de te dire, tu verras. Si tu réponds, je t'entends pas. Ah, il me fait les mêmes blagues que moi. Réminiscence, exactement. Tu penses que ça va le faire, Koh-Lanta? Mais oui, non mais c'est sûr que ça va passer. Vous avez peu de foi, je trouve. Vous êtes des hommes de peu de foi. Vous êtes des hommes parce que je sais pas si Yannick est toujours là. Ah, le voilà. Non, ça c'est le RGB. C'est ça le RGB? Je sais plus. Oui, get RGB first. Allez, grimpe. Mais grimpe, idiot. Ça te laisse quand même encore 6h30. 6h51. Ah, bonjour. Ah non. Ah, ici, d'accord. Il y a le M4. Dont on se servira probablement jamais, mais il y a le M4. Non mais laissez-moi tranquille. Arrêtez. Arrêtez. Salut Pyro 700. Ça passe, ça passe. Charge tes rations, merci. Voilà. Je te laisse 1 minute pour switcher. Non, c'est 21h05. Et puis le début, c'est un résumé, hein. Quoi? Mais stop! Votre manque de foi me consterne. Exactement. Je sais plus dans quoi c'est, mais votre manque de foi me consterne. Ah oui, c'est Lord Vader, exactement. Votre manque de foi me consterne, amiral. Je crois que c'est ça. C'est un amiral qui parle. Votre manque de foi me donne faim. Épisode 4 ou 5. Pas dans le 6. C'est dans le 4 ou dans le 5. C'est pas celui qui tue à distance, mais genre par écran interposé. Et non! Ah ça y est, je commence à faire nimp. Je l'ai, hein. Ah non mais j'ai le RGB, j'ai pas du tout le bon truc. Le RGB c'est un lance-grenade. Et pas un sniper. Vador maîtrisait déjà le télétravail, effectivement. Mon dieu. J'ai gouré, c'est pas la bonne arme. Faut que j'y retourne. Ah ça y est, on commence à perdre du temps. Déjà les drones, oui. Les Cypher. Ceux-là ils sont armés en plus.
Tu es triste?
Non.
Arrête.
Bon, juste attendre que l'autre se barre là-haut là. Spader maîtrisait déjà la télépathie. C'était court. Bah oui, c'est toujours court. Coucou, c'est encore moi. Ça va que je crains pas trop en termes de vie parce que sinon je ferai un peu plus attention. Du C4, des clés mortes, parfait. Mais en vrai je m'en fiche un peu. Ouais. Ah non, merde. Merde, non. Non, j'avais dit pas de mort. Bon bah il s'en est pris une en pleine tête. Ah voilà le PSG 1. C'est bon. Bon bah tant pis, l'exploit 0 mort, c'est un échec parce que je me suis trompé d'arme. C'est pas un meurtre, c'est un accident. Vous êtes tous témoins en cas de jugement. C'est un accident. Tu pourrais t'engager dans la police. Non mais je vous jure, c'était pas un meurtre.
C'est mauvais.
Non. Je vous le jure, monsieur le juge, c'était un accident. Je voulais l'endormir et mon SOCOM et mon tranquillisant, ils ont quand même un peu la même tronche, donc bah, je me suis trompé. Voilà. Excusez-moi, je ne suis qu'un homme, je fais des erreurs. Est-ce qu'on a le droit de faire des erreurs dans ce monde ou pas? Ou c'est que pour l'élite qui ne fait jamais d'erreur? Donc, tout ça pour celui-là en plus. Hein. Ah non, il va falloir que je prenne... Est-ce que j'en ai? Pantas mains, j'en ai 5. C'était pas le dernier? Il y en a encore d'autres? Alors, où est le dernier? Ah oui, je crois qu'il y a un truc comme ça. Où il se cache derrière le drapeau. Je crois qu'il y a un truc comme ça. Non? Il me semble qu'il y a un bail comme ça. Comme celle qui a confondu son flingue et son taser. Non ben voilà. Bah écoutez, moi je comprends que ça puisse arriver. J'en suis la preuve. Non, je sais. Je crois que... Oui, voilà. Des game designers, hein. Vous savez ce que je pense de vous, hein. Putain, heureusement que j'ai de la mémoire, hein. Ça aurait pu être long encore. Attendez, faut que je fasse un truc. Je vais mettre en pause. Allez, petit après-midi entre copines, j'aurai en fin de journée. Pas de soucis, bon après-midi, Enix. Attendez, je reviens tout de suite, je vais faire un truc sur le chat de Citram et j'arrive tout de suite. Hop. Est-ce que j'ai mis ça en pause? Le record. Je vous mets en pause. Hop. Et là, je vais mettre le son de Citram. Juste pour que vous entendiez sa réaction. Non. C'est où? C'est là.
Un petit truc comme ça. N'oublie pas, Sora, c'est toi qui ouvriras la porte qui mènera à la lumière. Parce que tu es l'élu de la Keyblade. Et du mytho d'ailleurs. Mais bon.
Hop.
Allô? Allô? Nice.
Alors?
Au cas où on n'avait pas compris encore. T'es vraiment un tocard, Nathan.
Comment ça?
Putain.
Vous avez entendu ce qu'il a dit?
Je te déteste. Je te hais. Voilà.
Il est quand même bon le thé mauvais. Ah, il est très bon le thé mauvais. Pas très Covid compatible. Oh mon dieu, les doublages de Citram. Je te hais. D'accord. Allez, bisous Citram. Hein. Hop. Voilà, donc Chain of Memory chez Citram bientôt, hein, bien sûr. J'ai 50 000 points, je fais ce que je veux. J'ai 50 000 points chez lui, je fais ce que je veux. Je peux lui faire jouer à ce que je veux, c'est ça qui est beau. La suite de Metal Gear Solid, bien sûr. La VOD, petite coupure hein, pour faire une petite connerie chez Citram. On revient. Hop. Ah, ça y est, le jeu refait de la merde. Il a du mal à revenir. Des fois, il a du mal à revenir. En plus, c'est et pas la version GBA. Ah bah oui, non, c'est bon. Fais la version 3D. Mais la réaction de Citram ici parle toute seule. Ouais, il m'a quand même traité de tocard. Hein. C'est pas très sympa, tocard, comme mot. Fais gaffe, Nathan, avec cette journée, les points montent vite. Ah bah ça, oui, c'est sûr. Surtout si tu farmes les points pendant que... Ah! Voilà, tout ça pour une connerie et le jeu est cassé. Mais il va revenir, hein, j'ai confiance en lui. Je sais qu'il l'a fait tout à l'heure. Il a fini par revenir, donc j'ai tout à fait confiance en le jeu. Je sais pas pourquoi ton live sur toute la journée me donne l'impression que c'est Roland Garros. C'est une prépa à Roland Garros. Des bisous Winix, à plus. Est-ce que le jeu va repartir? J'ai peur. J'ai peur que le jeu reparte pas là. Je vous le cache pas. Enfin, je fasse des cuts dans la VOD. Hein. Parce que là c'est des moments pas sympas. Mais pourtant, l'ordinateur me dit que c'est ok. Hein. Ah, je crois que c'est bon. Oui. Oui, parfait. J'ai eu peur. C'est reparti. Donc, nous avons désactivé ça. Et attention, vous allez en prendre plein les yeux.
Raiden, I found us a ride.
I'm all ears.
One of the enemy's Kasatkas.
Is it in good shape?
Full tank. I'm heading for Shell 1 now. What about that Harrier?
It's not on the heliport here.
Good. I'll set this one down there then.
Can you cover the hostages? They're being held on level B1 in the core. Pliskin, you didn't happen to find any other places where hostages were being held, did you?
No, nothing like that.
Okay.
How many hostages are there?
There's a few short of 30. One dead and several wounded.
The Kasatka's cargo area will hold 13 max.
What about the other Kasatka?
I sabotaged it. It can't come after us if it can't get off the ground. We'll have to make 2 trips.
Can you fly a Kasatka?
I have a pilot who's flown the civilian model, the KA-62 in VR. There's not a whole lot of difference between the military KA-60 and the civilian model.
Cleared for takeoff.
Raiden, let me introduce you to my partner, Otacon.
Otacon?
Hey, Raiden. Nice to meet you.
Comment ça, Otacon?
I'll talk to you later.
Colonel, I need some answers from you. Who exactly is Pliskin and his partner?
I know what you're thinking.
It keeps coming back to Shadow Moses. And now this Otacon.
AKA Hal Emmerich, PhD, a Shadow Moses survivor.
Rose?
Donc plus la fin du couvre-feu, une petite mousse en terrasse, bah ça.
Shadow Moses, wanted for acts of terrorism.
An anti-Metal Gear organization.
They sabotaged and destroyed countless Metal Gear units throughout the world.
On en est où? Le rythme avant Koh-Lanta est tenu. Citram a fini Kingdom Hearts. Alors Citram a fini Kingdom Hearts et maintenant il doit faire Chain of Memories. Et le rythme avant Koh-Lanta est tenu. Bah pour l'instant je pense que oui. On en est au Harrier. Enfin, spoiler parce que du coup vous l'avez pas encore vu, mais on arrive au Harrier. Oui.
I can't think of the right word, but it has to be pure will.
J'ai perdu un peu de temps avec l'histoire du PSG1, mais ça va. J'ai gagné pas mal de temps ailleurs. Ah, on est d'accord avec ça, Raiden. Hein.
But they went down with that tanker 2 years ago. We even recovered Snake's body.
And the DNA test results on the body say it's him.
Jack, I know what you're saying, but Snake is dead. He can't be here, not even as this Dr. Hal Emmerich.
But that also means that he can't be the terrorist leader behind this thing.
Coucou. J'en suis au Harrier. Donc j'avance bien.
I've been waiting for you. A messenger from the Patriots.
Ah, c'est après. Fatman est mort depuis longtemps.
No, not just around here. I'm the boss to surpass Big Boss himself. Solid Snake.
Tu mens!
No, that is not Solid Snake. What a pleasant surprise, brother. Save it. You work of mine. Don't say you've forgotten me, Snake. Snake? Right, take cover.
Bah super, je me suis fait chier à désactiver les bombes et il les fait toutes péter.
Stop impersonating him. I'm a whole different game from Liquid.
Ça marche bien les stéroïdes, hein. C'est efficace, hein. Solidus. Aïe. C'est vrai que ça doit faire vachement mal. Oh, on dirait du citrane dans le texte. Oh. Mais il a dit OOF et tu écris souvent OOF. Mais comment ça? On est dans le pétrin, au Tacon. True Lies, je connais. Oh putain, ouais, True Lies. Attends, Solid Snake, Solidus Snake et Liquid Snake sont 3 personnes différentes. Oui, ce sont des clones de Big Boss. Tout à fait, Poulpi Blast. Comment ça, tas d'imbéciles? Comment tu me parles? Et allez, encore des bombes. Ah, ça valait bien le coup que je m'emmerde. Il vénère le presse. On n'a pas encore eu l'info que c'était l'ancien président. Je crois pas. Ah. C'est comme si les enfants terribles, ça voulait rien dire pour vous. Ah, ça vient à la fin, c'est ça. Poète. Alors. Le Stinger. Les rations. Et c'est parti. Where is he? Hein? Merci. Ah oui, des rations. Merci. Oh, j'étais en train de le viser. Je crois que la strat, c'est de se mettre en dessous pour être un peu protégé. Je crois que c'est ça, la bonne strat safe. Alors, il est où? Parce que j'ai peu d'angles en étant là. J'ai 0 angle. Il va plus vite que le Indé, hein. Du premier. Ok, on va se mettre au-dessus. De toute façon, j'ai des rations. Il y a Snake qui m'approvisionne. Enfin, Pliskin, pardon. Je sais pas pourquoi je les confonds. Mais il est où? Mais non, mais... Ah, j'avais oublié ça. De quoi le harrier, le combat contre le harrier. Ah, coucou. Oui, je suis là. Ah voilà, c'est là qu'il faut se mettre en dessous parce que là, il fait nimp. J'ai failli le prendre dans le nez. Je l'ai pris dans le nez d'ailleurs. Je pense qu'on peut considérer que je l'ai pris dans le nez. Salut. Relève-toi. Ok. Raté. Ah mais non, il triche. Ah non. Coucou. Oula, 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 oula. Aïe, 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 aïe. Ils vont très peu vite, ces missiles. T'as tout oublié en fait. Mais bon, ça se passe bien. Ah, juste les boss nuls. C'était qui m'avait pas envoyé un truc tout à l'heure? Je l'ai déjà récupéré peut-être. À l'abri! Relève-toi. Iron. Je suis en feu. Oh, il a tout cassé. J'ai tout pris dans le nez. Où il est? Coucou. Comment je l'ai défoncé sur sa fin? Oh, il est blessé à l'œil. Bah, c'est passé au-dessus de ma tête.
There's something coming up.
That's Metal Gear! It's already active!
Ces bruits de feux d'artifice, c'est ça. Hein? Mais par quel prodige? Attends, mais t'es pas si loin de la fin? Bah, oh, il y a encore pas mal de choses à faire parce qu'il y a là, faut aller chercher le président. Après, il y a toute la partie avec Emma. Et notamment Vamp. Qui est un peu longuette celle-là parce que du coup, c'est la partie ICO du jeu. Donc, faut lui tenir la main et tout. Et après, il y a toute la partie Arsenal Gear. Donc, non, je suis pas si loin de la fin, mais il y a encore des choses à faire. J'aurais pas fini dans 2 heures, quoi.
Raiden, you all right?
Yeah. How about you guys?
Barely managed, but we're all right.
The chopper?
We need some time for repairs.
Oh.
The president's all yours.
Ok.
Okay. Can I ask you something?
What?
Are you the Snake?
Ouais.
They said you were dead.
No, not me. There are still too many things I need to do.
Snake, you're a legend, and that's why I need to ask you this.
Legend? A legend is nothing but fiction. Someone tells it, someone else remembers. Everybody passes it on.
I'm here because I was assigned to this mission, not because I want to. If I could, I'd be out of here in a second. How could you come back to all this? Why keep fighting?
There's something my best friend said to me once.
What?
We're not tools of the government, or anyone else. Fighting was the only thing I was good at, but at least I always fought for what I believed in.
What about the DNA results from that body?
That was Liquid's body. He and Snake are identical on the genetic level.
Liquid?
A deception, for our own protection. We stole his frozen body from some organization. Kind of a hassle, though.
That's all there is to it.
Malin.
Are you two really an NGO?
Insofar as we're a non-profit organization of civilians advocating a cause, yes. The cause happens to be the eradication of Metal Gear.
We work on our own, but it's a cause worth fighting for.
Why would you stick your neck out for something this risky?
That's the way I used to look at it, 4 years ago. I was holed up in the middle of nowhere in Alaska.
Son cadavre traînait.
Too much.
We have a responsibility to the coming generations, to the world.
What responsibility?
To keep track of the mistakes we've made as a species.
We need to remember, to spread the word, to fight for change. And that's what keeps me alive.
You think you can change the future?
Ouais.
I'm not as arrogant as that.
What you do isn't grassroots activism. It's more like terrorism.
I admit that.
But our group, Philanthropy, received some information. A new Metal Gear prototype was being developed here, and terrorists were planning to raid the facility. The information came from a very reliable source.
So you're here to...
We're here to stop all that. But I also have a personal motive.
Looks like the terrorists have his sister in the big shell. We're here on our own, not under anyone's orders. We have our own battles. Otacon's here for someone. I'm not.
This is a military mission.
Ouais.
Jack, are you all right?
Just barely.
You almost gave me a heart attack.
Sorry, it wasn't intentional.
I know that, and I know I need to stay stronger.
Say a prayer for me, Rose, so I can come back.
You will make it back. I'm with you all the way, remember.
That means a lot to me, you know.
I'm going to save the data, okay, Jack?
Merci.
Colonel, Metal Gear's already gone active.
It's not too late. You can still prevent a nuclear strike by securing the president and preventing password confirmation from taking place. Get to the president. He's in the core section of Shell 2.
Eh ben c'est parti.
I'm checking the satellite images. Looks like you can get to the core from the other side of Strut L.
The core hasn't gone under yet from what we can tell. Follow the railings down, then jump onto the pipes.
The only viable strut in the outer perimeter is the L. That attack just now doesn't make any sense. It's like they have no more use for this place.
Colonel, you were monitoring the codec calls. That man was the real Snake all along.
Maybe.
Maybe?
Don't let your guard down with him.
Why do you say that?
Because they were never a part of the simulation. They're an unknown factor.
You can take your simulation and... We're out here, we bleed, we die.
Calm down.
I suggest that you
Te
do,
calme.
Raiden. Even if that is Snake, that has no bearing on your mission.
Colonel, you and Snake used to be on the same side. I don't understand. I read about you and Snake in the Darkness of Shadow Moses.
I don't give a damn what that piece of trash said. Do you get me?
Comment il parle, le colonel? Violent un peu, non? C'est plus la moitié du jeu que la fin. On est plus proche de la moitié que de la fin, oui. Mais je pense qu'on a passé la moitié. Voilà, c'est la fin. Le décès nul. Encore un. T'imagines la mission hyper importante et le mec il meurt comme ça quoi. Bon bah désolé hein, fin de la mission. Il a glissé sur une merde de mouette et voilà. Parfait. À l'aide. Alors. Parce que voilà, on parlait de merde de pigeon, il y en a pas mal. Hop. Hop. Oui mais non, bouge. Je le sais ça. J'ai déjà fait le jeu. Je suis déjà au courant. Voilà. Oh non, un méchant.
This is not a pretty sight.
Pretty. Attends, I have something for you. Where are you? Voilà. Adieu. Faut que j'arrête de dépenser mes points, il me faut les 54 pour te faire jouer à Shenmue 2. Ah non hein. Ne fais pas ça. S'il te plaît. Oula, oula, remonte. Mon Poulpi. Si t'as un minimum de sympathie pour moi, ne m'oblige pas à faire ça. S'il te plaît. Je suis pas prêt. Surtout qu'il faudrait que du coup je au moins mate la fin du 1 sur YouTube pour savoir l'histoire quoi. Il y a déjà un FF12 en cours de la part de Citram. Que je lancerai après avoir fini Nier Automata, qui je pense ne devrait plus tarder. Selon ce que j'ai compris. Genre tu refuserais pas juste? Bah j'irai peut-être pas au bout mais je lancerai peut-être. Je sais pas. Non mais tu viendras voir la fin chez moi, je suis arrivé à Old Warehouse. Ah oui mais c'est pas la fin ça. Hein. 62K, un petit Shenmue 1 du coup avec. Ah non 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 mais Shenmue 1 j'ai déjà fait, c'est bon.
I'm going to go in my pants. Nobody's looking, right?
Oh, il va me faire pipi dessus. LOL. Le pipi, c'est rigolo. Non. Non, arrête. Putain, Raiden. J'espère qu'il s'est pas remboursé par contre, sinon il y a triche. Hein. Bonjour vous. Je peux aller par là ou pas? Oui je peux aller par là. Je me suis pas remboursé. J'espère pas. Si vous êtes modérateur c'est que je vous fais confiance. Donc j'espère qu'il n'y a pas de triche. Sinon il n'y a pas de jeu. S'il y a de la triche il n'y a pas de jeu. C'est cassé. Ok. Donc vous... Ah, j'en ai tiré 3. Merde. Mais... Ah oui, vous êtes prêts? Hop là. Il a peur de rien, Raiden. De rien. C'est un de mes jeux préf. Non, puis en x4, ça va vite. Je pense qu'il y en avait pour... Je pense qu'il y en a pour à peu près autant de temps que Nier Automata, du coup. Peut-être un peu plus, quand même. Mais non, non, ça me dérange pas, FF. Sinon, tous les jeux que j'ai mis... c'est justement parce que ça me dérange pas de les faire. Sinon, je les aurais pas mis. Ce serait idiot.
Snake.
Shenmue 2 n'en fait pas partie, par exemple, de la liste.
In Shell 1.
My father had some unfinished business with him.
Olga, calm yourself. Your personal feelings.
Then screw your plan. I've been waiting for this day for 2 years, and I will send him to the bottom of the ocean, right next to my old man.
The launch comes first.
Damn it. Where's Ocelot?
Not here.
I don't trust him.
Don't talk that way about one of your own.
He's not one of my own. He left my father to die, remember?
Olga, we'll talk later. We need to get started on the final checks for the unit.
All right. I'm headed back there.
The upper connecting bridge to Shell 1 is down.
What about the chopper?
The cam-off is out of action. Take the oil fence from strut L.
I'll tell my men to start pulling out.
Not yet. Their retrieval comes last. The intruders.
Snake.
What about the other man? He survived that explosion. Listen, Olga, the code confirmation is in 1 hour. Keep the president alive until then.
I know. No one gets in here. Turn the currents on.
Of course.
Je avoue, hein. Excusez-moi, je mangeais un Kinder Bueno.
High voltage currents on.
Donc pour répondre, alors Red Dead je suis pas sûr, il me semble pas, parce que je l'ai déjà fait plusieurs fois. Mais si des jeux que tu veux faire, ça vaut pas le coup de claquer 50K aussi, cette économie est pétée, je suis un peu d'accord avec Fash, mais bon après tu n'es pas venu ici pour souffrir. Ce sont des suggestions, c'est une liste de jeux qu'effectivement j'aimerais bien faire, mais ça se trouve je les lancerai jamais si vous me dites pas de les faire, en fait. Tu sais, ça fait c'est ce truc du backlog que t'as mais que tu lances pas. Mais après, je ne suis pas contre les suggestions.
It's time they went free.
What happened to rebuilding Mother Russia?
The old man is dead. The world is a different place now.
It's your life.
Just as a reminder, I'm going to say this again, one last time. Don't try anything on us.
Comment ça du chantage? Comment ça du chantage? Je vois pas où est le chantage. Ah, sur le fait que je les lancerai peut-être jamais. Oui.
Everything all right?
No sign of flooding, but I can't get close to the door. The floor is electrified.
Don't test it. You'll be bacon.
Any suggestions?
Remember the Shadow Moses VR training?
Take out the circuit panel?
Right.
But there's no way into the room.
Try ventilation ducts.
Yeah, I think I see one.
Look for a remote control missile launcher. You can guide it.
Ah oui, je me souviens de ça, c'était l'enfer.
And target the circuit panel. Got it.
Right, but make sure you don't hit the president.
Sois sûr de ne pas
The
tirer
president
sur
is
le président.
wired with nanomachines.
Effectivement.
If we know the frequency, I can raise him.
We've tried that repeatedly, but there's no response. It looks like the walls have a built-in radio shield.
So that's why Ames lost contact with him.
If you need to confirm his position, you can log into the node.
Understood.
Locate a remote control missile launcher first.
Ok. Du coup, est-ce que j'avais regardé le truc de Greg? Alors j'avais regardé sans regarder, c'est-à-dire que j'ai DL le soft, mais j'ai pas regardé comment l'utiliser, mais j'ai l'impression que bah, comme tous les softs, moi je suis pas très habile, hein. Donc faut que je trouve un tuto, je pense. Du peu que j'ai regardé, je pense qu'il faut que je trouve un tuto. Bonjour vous. Chaf, petite chaf, petite chaf. Ah, c'était pas le PSG1. Où est le non, c'est pas le PSG1 que je cherche, c'est le Nikita. Je sais plus du tout où il est. Et Soul River 2, moi j'y crois encore. Ah, je peux aller aux étages. Non? Si, je peux aller aux étages, ok. C'est sûrement ça l'idée. Ah oui, si, je sais où c'est. I remember. Vous êtes prêts pour de la nage? Je vais faire trempette. Non mais tu m'as déjà expliqué. Si tu... Ah non. Salut Pab. Et bon petit tour pour le week-end en Bretagne, à Pornichet. Et merci d'être venu. Oui, donc tu me réexpliques ce que tu m'as déjà expliqué. Au début du jeu. Oui, la jauge de life. Allez. Excusez-moi, mais au bout d'un moment, merde. Raiden. Fais pas l'enfant. Qu'est-ce que j'ai eu? Je ne sais pas. C'est là. Oui, I've got the Nikita. Parfait. Cassons-nous d'ici. Est-ce que vous aussi vous nagez comme ça? Comme une sirène? Ou comme un triton? Donc voilà, pour les jeux, je ne suis pas contre les suggestions. Il y a une liste que vous pouvez consulter si vous n'avez pas d'idée, ou si vous voulez me faire jouer un jeu qui potentiellement pourrait un peu me faire plaisir. Voilà. Mais les suggestions, c'est ouvert aux suggestions, mais du coup, je suis aussi en droit de refuser certaines suggestions. Car, rappelez-vous, nous ne sommes pas en démocratie. Les gens qui vous font croire ça sont des menteurs. Toi-même là, j'ai pas compris pourquoi le toi-même, mais c'est pas grave. C'est par où? Allez. Est-ce qu'on croit au first try? Moi j'ai envie d'y croire. Non. C'est un échec. Par contre, il n'y a personne qui garde le président, c'est normal? Est-ce que vous croyez que c'est normal? Genre, c'est l'otage le plus important, il n'y a pas un garde. Triton. On dit pas un triton? Bah si, on dit un triton pour une sirène... Oula, il a failli se le manger, mais quel idiot. J'ai failli le first strike, dommage. Ah, si vous aimez les cinématiques, c'est maintenant, hein. Un sirois, une sirène, un sirois. Ah oui, c'est pas idiot. Rose. Petite save, hein.
Jack, is that
oui,
you?
oui, c'est moi, bah oui. Tu veux que ce soit qui? Parce qu'elle est con. Est-ce que t'as d'autres personnes qui t'appellent, c'est ça, Rose? Qu'on peut en parler? Non. Allez, c'est parti. Allez, adieu, hein. Si vous voulez vous faire un café, c'est maintenant.
President Johnson.
Huh? So you're finally here.
Paul Lucater.
Your equipment, that skull suit isn't exactly standard military issue.
Are you all right, sir?
Is this some kind of sick joke? I thought you came to kill me.
What?
I'm prepared to face the consequences of my betrayal.
What are you... What the...
You're a man?
Eh oui.
Well, who are you?
Foxhound, sir.
Foxhound? I see. Now things are starting to make a little sense. Switch over to nano-communication so nobody can listen in.
Yes, sir.
Est-ce qu'on pourrait m'expliquer comment ça marche, cette histoire?
Do you read me, sir?
Yes.
Mr. President, it's my understanding that the terrorists have managed to input the code sequence necessary for launching a nuclear strike.
That's correct. I punched the sequence in myself.
You're working for them?
If you asked me 2 hours ago, my answer would have been yes. Right now, they're keeping me alive until my vital signs are reconfirmed.
They betrayed you?
I wouldn't quite put it that way. I wanted power. They sought destruction.
But why stoop to terrorism?
I wanted absolute power.
But you're
Bah
the
bon Daily Flash, tu continues
No, I'm just a figurehead.
Portal après?
I don't have any control. The real power
Je
is
viens
in the
peut-être pas
Patriots'
la
hands.
cinématique.
Patriots?
The truth behind this country. I'm not surprised you've never heard of them. Very few are aware of their existence, even among those
Ah, tu l'as
with
fini,
code
ok.
word clearance. Politics, the military, the economy, they control it all. They even choose who becomes president. Putting it simply,
The Patriots.
the Patriots rule this country.
No.
Hard to believe, isn't it? But it's the truth. The space defense, income tax reduction, and national missile defense programs. Every policy that's been credited to me was actually done according to their instructions.
Space defense was initiated by Congress.
That's what the Patriots want the country to believe. It's all a show. Democracy is just a filler for textbooks. Think about it. Do you actually believe that public opinion influences the government?
No.
This country is shaped and controlled as the Patriots see fit. The people are shown what they want to believe. What you call government is actually a well-staged production aimed at satisfying the public.
Huh?
Don't look at me
Voilà,
like that.
ça c'est
I know what
Raiden.
you're saying, you
Ah,
know.
quoi?
It's not your sanity that worries me.
Je comprends rien de ce que vous racontez. Ça va, vous?
The Patriots. Even I don't know who the actual members are. Are they financial, political, or military leaders? No one knows who the Patriots really are. Even my instructions come from a cutout. All I've been told is that every key decision is made by a group of 12 men, known as the Wise Men's Committee.
Your office? The White House?
Merely puppets.
Salut,
pawns in a
Cliff.
game.
Merci, comment ça
By
va?
pledging my loyalty, an insignificant son of a senator was awarded the presidency. Of course, that wasn't the only price I had to pay.
What do you mean?
Even if a pawn becomes a queen, it is still just a playing piece. I wanted to leave my own mark in history.
Bah écoute, ça
But
va,
my ambitions
tranquillement.
were,
Après déjà 6 heures. Mais ça se passe bien.
you'll understand someday.
Salut Rudy.
I wish to be a member of the Patriots.
Bon stream à toi,
I wanted
j'imagine que
to
tu vas
wield the
attaquer là à
power of
15
a
heures.
king instead of being an expendable
Bon
pawn.
après-midi.
And that justifies acts of
Pas sûr que je
terrorism?
passerai.
Yes. I'd intended to use the new Metal Gear as a bargaining chip,
Bargaining chip?
but I underestimated Solidus. He actually wants to challenge the Patriots, even if it means the destruction of the world.
What are you saying?
Whether you believe it or not, the balance of power rests in the hands of the Patriots.
Ah,
They
passage de la
regulate the
Pompéo.
country's various interests through controlled
J'ai pas suivi
presentation,
l'histoire.
staging a drama that is palatable to the general masses. Can you imagine what would happen if they ceased to function? Picture a massive political vacuum.
Ah oui,
A
c'est vrai.
space that every powermonger will try to fill for their own greedy ends. I'm talking about an unregulated power struggle, panic, civil war, chaos. Like it or not, the Patriots is an organization that must continue to exist.
So you changed your mind because you wanted to avoid global chaos.
Exactly. When I told Solidus that I wished to prevent disaster, he replied that pawns can never become players.
And who is this Solidus?
C'est vrai ça?
My predecessor, George Sears. That was the name the public came to know him by. I knew him by his code name, Solidus Snake. He was the third snake, preceded by Solid and Liquid, a survivor of the Les Enfants Terribles.
Les enfants terribles. Ah non mais c'est là que t'apprends du coup que c'était pas la fin.
It was a well-balanced
C'est là que
masterpiece
t'apprends
that the Patriots
que
saw
Solidus
fit to
était
entrust with the
le
president.
président. Le
Now,
président de la
I
fin du
fell out
1
of grace with the organization
et
4
du début
years
du
ago,
2.
When acting on his own, he started an incident.
4 years ago. Shadow Moses.
Exact.
That's right. At the time, the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson, together with certain influential parties, initiated the development of Metal Gear Rex and an advanced nuclear warhead. However, this did not fall in line with the Patriots' plans. What's more, Solidus decided on his own to send his most trusted man, Ocelot, to provoke Liquid Snake, bringing about the said incident. As a result, he succeeded in obtaining Rex and the data on the warhead. But in doing so, he ended up revealing the existence of both Rex and the Genome Army, a blunder that earned him the wrath of the Patriots. Shortly thereafter, Solidus was removed from the presidential office.
I thought he resigned.
That's the story given to the general public. Following his resignation, the Patriots selected me, their new pawn, for the presidency.
But that would mean that the presidential race was...
That was quite a show, wasn't it? It was a well-scripted drama staged by the Patriots for the benefit of the public. Even the Democrats and Republicans were dancing to the Patriots' tune. Everything went according to plan, but for one exception. Following his resignation, Solidus' health was scheduled to fail him, bringing about his untimely death.
Il était prévu qu'il soit malade et qu'il meure.
But before the Patriots could execute their plot, Solidus went underground with the help of Ocelot. As he avoided pursuit, Solidus gained control of Dead Cell, winning over Colonel Golukovich's outfit. From there, he bided his time, knowing that his opportunity would soon arrive.
What opportunity?
The completion of the new Metal Gear project, an opportunity that would even his odds against the Patriots. By stealing the Patriots' most valued project, he would be able to place them in a very uncomfortable position. It's the only chance he has for survival. Once he has the new Metal Gear, he'll declare war against the Patriots. Needless to say, he must be stopped.
Metal Gear is already operational.
No, not yet. What you saw was Metal Gear Ray, hijacked 2 years ago from the Marines by Ocelot. That was not the new Metal Gear.
Then where's the new Metal Gear?
Right here.
What?
You're standing in it. To be more precise, this entire big shell facility is the new Metal Gear.
Mais comment?
No, I'm quite serious.
Comment il parle au président, lui?
The upper
Tu déconnes, quoi?
structure that you've seen is camouflage, designed to represent an offshore cleanup facility. The main structure extends from the foundation all the way down to the ocean floor. The connecting elevator is located on the B2 floor of the Shell 1 core. Arsenal Gear. That's the code name for the new Metal Gear.
Arsenal?
That's right. Arsenal. We're talking about an impregnable fortress carrying a load of over a couple of thousand missiles, including nuclear warheads, all protected by a horde of mass-produced Metal Gear Ray units.
Mass-produced?
The Ray unit was originally designed for the Marines to be used as a countermeasure against the Metal Gear variations throughout the world. The Patriots had Ray redesigned to protect the new Arsenal Gear.
So now anti-Metal Gears are guarding a Metal Gear.
Ironic, isn't it? That's not all. Arsenal Gear has full access to the military's tactical network, giving it the ability to exercise absolute control over our nation's armed forces, not to mention our nuclear armament. In short, Arsenal was created to be the core of our country.
What kind of idiotic weapon?
Weapon? No. You're not seeing the full picture. Arsenal Gear is more than just a military tool. It is a means to preserve the world as it is. It will establish a new form of control. The Patriots will use it to keep their place as the country's true rulers. Right now, they feel pressured and threatened.
By what?
They fear an overabundance of digital information. The world will drown in the coming flood of information, and they along with it.
Ben, ils avaient raison.
The Arsenal plans include a system to digitally manage the flow of information, making it possible to shape the truth for their own purposes. In short, the Arsenal system is the key to their supremacy.
The key?
Yes, the GW system
C'est...
is the Patriots'
Hein?
trump
Quoi?
card. Arsenal Gear will be fully operational when GW is successfully integrated. Once operational, It will be a completely new form of power for the Patriots to wield. I had hoped to seize the project from them, so that I would be in a strong bargaining position.
Bargain for
Malin.
what?
I'd hoped to trade my way into their ranks, but Solidus preferred rebellion. Outer Heaven, his plan to unleash a nuclear blast over the skies of Wall Street to break the Patriots' control over the business community, is also a key factor in his offensive effort.
Outer Heaven?
Listen, there isn't much time. The football served as the key for activating Arsenal gear. I've already input the necessary code sequence. It won't be long before GW begins to establish connections with other external systems, and Arsenal gear becomes fully operational. Stop them before that happens. That is your role.
Role?
Comment ça?
You've got to find Emma Emmerich.
Ah, Emma.
She's the only one who can stop that thing once it's been activated.
Emma Emmerich?
She's the system programmer for Arsenal gear. I believe she's somewhere on level B1 in the core of this building.
I thought the levels below us were flooded.
I'm sure they won't let her die just yet, as she's the only remaining programmer for this project. According to Ocelot, she was being held in a locker room located in the northwest part of level B1. Cut transmission and get moving.
Dis donc.
This is card 4. It'll give you access all the way to Emma's location. Give this to her when you find her.
What is it?
A program for disrupting the control functions between GW and Arsenal gear. Take Emma to the computer room on level B2, Shell 1 core. She'll know how to load the program into the main system.
A virus?
That's right, modeled after Foxdie. A biological weapon designed to selectively eliminate personnel with a specific genetic code.
But why do you have it?
The Patriots had it engineered as a failsafe. And Ocelot forgot to search me. You've got to hurry. That disk is the only way you're going to stop Arsenal.
D'accord. Peut demander gentiment aussi.
Well, I've told you everything you need to know. There's only one thing that remains to be done.
Huh.
Kill me.
What the?
There's no time to argue. The final check for my vital ID will start any second. If you kill me now, you'll at least prevent the nuclear strike.
Cut it out!
Do it! That's your role! Pull!
Comment ça? T'as fait ça, Raiden, quand même.
That's abusing your right to free speech, Mr. President. Or is it ex-president?
The President! Why did you...
Alas, my finger must have slipped. I'll see you around, carrier boy.
Forget him. He did us a favor. Without free will, there is no difference between submission and rebellion. My only real choice is to put an end to this charade. Let me at least have the freedom to end it myself.
What are you...
Find Emma. Stop Arsenal. This is my last order as your commander-in-chief. I'm counting on you.
C'est fou, hein, le premier otage qu'on a voulu libérer, il est mort d'une crise cardiaque. Le deuxième, il nous file un CD et il meurt derrière. Ça vous rappelle pas quelque chose? Il meurt d'une balle dans le cœur, donc un arrêt cardiaque, donc presque une crise cardiaque.
Colonel, the President is dead.
I see. I'm sorry to hear that.
Where do we go from
Je
here?
connaissais pas, hein.
Your mission was to rescue the President and eliminate the terrorist threat.
D'accord.
However, given the recent turn of events, we will honor the President's last directive. You must put a stop to Arsenal gear once and for all.
Do you actually think there's any truth to his story about this big shell facility being a front for Arsenal gear?
I don't have the security clearance necessary to verify the facts. However, he was the President. I'm sure he knew what he was talking about.
Aren't you forgetting that he was part of the terrorist plot?
All the more reason why I believe his information is reliable.
Huh?
We're talking about a man who chose to die rather than risk a nuclear holocaust. Thanks to his sacrifice, the Nuclear Launch Authority has shifted to the Vice President, effectively eliminating the terrorist threat.
Colonel, when you put it like that, it almost sounds like I should have assassinated the President to eliminate the threat.
That was not my intention. I was trying to point out that there is certainly some credibility to the words of a man who chose death to protect the innocent.
The Colonel has a point, Jack.
What about the information he gave me on the Patriots?
That's a new one on me. I'll see what I can find out. Raiden, we're running out of time. Find Emma. She's supposed to be located on level B1, in the core of that building you're in, right? You've got to find her before Arsenal becomes fully operational.
Hurry, Jack.
It's up to you to make sure that the President didn't sacrifice his life in vain.
Understood. Raiden out.
What's your status, Raiden?
Snake, the President, he's been assassinated.
What?
There was nothing I could do.
What about the nuclear strike code sequence?
He died before his vital ID could be reconfirmed.
Then the enemy's lost their nuclear strike capability.
C'est ça.
But that Ocelot guy obviously killed the President on purpose.
Why?
It doesn't make any sense. They had to know that they couldn't launch the nuke if they killed the President.
Maybe there's a way to launch without reconfirming the vital ID.
Or maybe they found a more effective weapon within Arsenal gear.
You knew about Arsenal gear?
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell me about it?
You never asked.
Am I correct in assuming you also know that the Big Shell's a front for the project?
You mean, did I know that the Big Shell, a fully functional environmental cleanup facility, was designed to camouflage Arsenal gear?
C'est ça.
Yeah, I did.
Pas super.
It's exactly what the President and Ames described, a massive cover story. The good news is that it hasn't really done much in terms of cleaning up the environment, so we won't have to worry about any toxic gas being released if we have to blow the house down.
Right. And when did you find out about all of this?
It took a while, but we uncovered the info around the time you took out that mad bomber. There's no doubt that Arsenal gear is being built here. Then it was all set up 2 years ago, on that day. All of it.
2 years ago? What
C'est vrai, ça.
happened here?
Est-ce que tout ceci est un piège?
2 years ago.
I know these pictures. They were on the news on several websites. If I remember right, the reporters blamed you for sinking the tanker.
That's right. Otacon, me, we were used.
We'd hoped that by going public with photos of the new Metal Gear, we could persuade the government. At least that was the plan at the time.
I've gone through VR training of the tanker mission before.
Yeah? Well, I doubt it accurately simulates the events of that mission. I'd infiltrated the dummy tanker to obtain proof that a Metal Gear was under development. Shortly after I made it aboard, an armed group led by Colonel Gerlukovich raided the ship and gained control.
Olga and Ocelot were among the raiding party.
Yeah, and him.
Who are you talking about?
A man that was supposed to be dead.
Their target was also Metal Gear Ray. But Ocelot eliminated Colonel Gerlukovich and Marine Commander Scott Dolph, and he hijacked Ray.
So he betrayed them?
I don't know what kind of deal was going down. All I remember is what Ocelot said at the time. Something like, "I'm taking it back."
Ocelot then sank the tanker, along with the soldiers of the Marine Corps.
How did you manage to get out?
Otacon managed to have a small boat ready for me.
That was the easy part. The tough part was not getting dragged down with the sinking tanker. A small miracle when you think about it. It turned out that the whole thing was a setup to lure us. Photos of Snake, taken by the Cypher, were released to the public. In turn, we became the world's most wanted environmental terrorists.
It was definitely a move aimed at putting a stop to our anti-Metal Gear activities.
But why did they choose Snake?
Since the Shadow Moses incident, Snake became sort of a hero. I think the Patriots weren't too happy.
Quand il était blond.
You knew about the Patriots?
Well, yes, to a certain degree.
It seems like everyone knows about them except me.
They didn't choose Snake to be a hero.
So they decided to do a smear campaign.
I think the Patriots wanted to make an example of him so everybody would think twice before opposing them.
That's it! They set all this up just to nail you guys.
No, there's more to it than that. The Marines' Metal Gear Ray project, headed by Commander Dolph, was carried out in opposition to the Navy's Arsenal Gear project. To be more precise, the Patriots considered Metal Gear Ray to be a thorn in their side. Hence, they attacked the dummy tanker and stole Ray. They followed this up with a perfect plan. They immediately sent a fully loaded tanker to the same location and sank it, then set up the facility to camouflage the development of Arsenal Gear.
And we fell for it. 2 more puppets in their show.
Parfait.
Colonel
Le plan parfait.
And his daughter Olga?
Both fell victim to Ocelot's plot.
Was Solidus behind all this? He used Ocelot to get hold of Ray, huh?
No, he was underground, keeping a low profile at the time.
Then it must be the Patriots.
If that's the case, what's Ocelot doing alongside Solidus?
Est-ce qu'Ocelot jouerait un double jeu? Non, c'est pas le genre. C'est
Forget
pas le
it.
genre du mec.
We're wasting time. We can figure this out later. The nuclear strike's been prevented, but Arsenal still has a massive payload of missiles to deal with.
Right. If the opposition gets control of those missiles...
Raiden, you've got to find Emma.
Wait a second. Isn't Emma Emmerich?
My sister.
What's she doing here?
You got me. She's a computer whiz who specializes in neural AI and ultra-variable volume data analysis using complex logic. How she got involved in weapons development is beyond me.
Whatever her reasons, we need her in order to stop Arsenal.
Raiden, find her.
I'm on my way.
C'est parti. Allez. C'est parti. Attendez, pourquoi mon micro est bizarre? Attendez. Oui, c'est mieux. Alors. Vous êtes toujours là? Vous êtes pas endormis? Restez avec moi. Hein. Stay focus. Alors qu'il nous reste 5h45, 44 exactement avant Koh-Lanta, donc tout est possible encore. Hein. J'espère que vous y croyez, moi j'y crois. Attendez, je remets mon micro bien. J'ai peur que vous m'entendiez mal. Faut pas que le son soit pas propre. Je pense que c'est bon. C'est parti pour de la nage libre. Kenny est toujours debout. Comme Renault. À quelle heure j'ai repris? 40, 45 à peu près? Ouais, donc encore une bonne demi-heure et puis on fera la pause. Ça va nous laisser le temps d'aller... You still standing? Exactement. Ce que je dis à chaque fois que je parle d'Elton John, si vous n'avez pas vu Rocketman, regardez Rocketman. Il n'y a pas de film obligatoire, mais celui-là, il est quand même assez exceptionnel. C'est à quel sujet?
Raiden, are you reading me?
Oui.
This is Otacon. What's your situation?
Wet and miserable. This place is flooded. The seawater that's been pumped up is pouring into the building.
I see. Listen, there's something I have to tell you about EE.
Don't worry about her. I'll get her out.
She's afraid of water.
Ah, merde.
When she was 6 years old, she almost drowned with my father in our swimming pool.
She can't swim?
Well, yes and no. We used to swim a lot together when we were kids. In fact, she swam like a fish until that day when she almost drowned.
C'est con, hein?
When the accident happened, I was in my room. I learned later that EE was calling me for help. She didn't doubt for a minute that I'd be there. You could see the pool from my room, but I didn't realize at the time that she needed my help.
What were you doing?
I was...
So Emma survived the ordeal.
Yeah, but my father didn't.
So you blamed yourself and left your family?
No. EE seems to believe that was the case. The fact is, I betrayed her.
And you think she can't swim because of the traumatic experience?
I haven't seen her since that day, but yes.
Oui, moi je pense que quand tu manques de te noyer après l'eau, c'est pas ouf.
Back to England. In her letter, she mentioned that EE couldn't swim anymore, that she refused to even wear a bathing suit.
Damn, if she still can't swim, we're in trouble. Level B1 in the core is pretty much flooded.
Look, maybe you can help her overcome the trauma.
You want me to help her get over it?
Oui.
Well, it's still gonna take some time to repair the Kamov.
Sorry, kid. Emma's rescue is up to you.
Thanks.
Merci les gars.
Underwater mission. Well, this is a first. Look, I'll see what I can do.
I suggest that you drum the map of the building into your head, because you won't have time to look at it when you try to bring Emma out.
I'm counting on you, Raiden.
I covered most of the core when I had to take out the C4s. If there's anything you need to ask me, call me on the codec.
Parfait. Je vais faire ça. Par là. Ah oui, il faut bourrer. Ici, il n'y a rien. Remonte, remonte. Ah, les gameplays sous-marins, hein, toujours du plaisir hein, quand c'est pas prévu pour. Il y a une ration là. C'est pas par là. Ouh, une mine. Une mine. C'est vrai qu'il y a des mines. Les fameux niveaux aquatiques, exactement. Ah, attendez, il y a des mumus, il y a des munitions. Oui, du M4 que j'utiliserai pas. Ah, peut-être à la fin. Non, j'ai déjà échoué à mon principe de... It's closed. Damned. Et ici? Merci. Ah! Pete! On t'avait presque oublié. C'est pas presque, hein, on t'avait carrément oublié, putain. Excuse-nous, Pete, on t'avait oublié. Mais mon dieu, c'est un labyrinthe! Les touches sont inversées. Sinon, c'est pas drôle. Pete Doherty. Oh la vache, Pete Doherty. Qu'est-ce qu'il devient? Est-ce qu'on a des nouvelles? That way. I want it that way. Vamp, c'est avant ou après avoir récupéré Emma? Je sais jamais. Ah oui, j'ai eu peur de pas avoir la carte de bon niveau. C'est avant.
Still ticking, huh?
Unfortunately, hell had no vacancies.
Lul. Argue. Ah ah, je t'ai touché.
I thought so.
Pete Doherty, il a bien mangé ces derniers temps. Ah, il a pris.
They even tell me which way a gun is going to be pointed before the trigger is pulled. But your muscles, they're different.
T'es un grand malin, c'est ça?
Should be fun. Well worth the wait.
Quelle belle langue.
You knew I was coming?
You've become a nuisance. I can't let you interfere with Arsenal gear. The girl is just ahead. She is of no use to us now. But she served us well as the live bait for the big catch. Crazy Ivan sometimes speaks the truth.
Ivan? Mais qui c'est?
Emma's alive?
She was
Mais
sometimes.
pourquoi tu fais l'étonner tout le temps? T'étais venu la chercher. C'est pas genre, elle est... C'est chiant, Aiden. Toi, t'es un peu bête.
Really think killing the president would prevent a nuclear strike? Think again.
I didn't do it.
Arsenal is still armed with a purified hydrogen bomb.
Purified hydrogen bomb?
This is no ordinary nuclear bomb. This weapon is capable of heavy hydrogen nuclear fusion using lasers and magnetics to generate heat-insulated compression. It was a top-secret project initiated by the current president.
Metal Gear, c'est quand même le paroxysme du... Le méchant t'explique son plan avant.
The clean thermonuclear bomb is at an experimental stage and is handled differently.
C'est le truc poussé au maximum.
It becomes launch capable when Arsenal is activated. A nuclear threat still exists. 6 months ago, we lost everything we believed.
C'est très shonen, bah oui, oui.
We were abandoned to take the fall in their cover-up. We were labeled as killers, responsible for the mass murder of civilians as well as our own allies. And the public believed every word, turning a deaf ear to whatever we had to say to the contrary. Our only goal is to wipe them from the face of the earth and destroy this world of deceit they have created along with them.
You're insane.
Insane? We might be the only ones telling the truth.
C'est ça.
Final check for activating Arsenal has been completed. All Arsenal personnel report to your stations.
Well, it sounds like Arsenal's ready to go into operation.
Damn it!
You're still hoping that the girl can install that virus you're carrying around, aren't you?
Comment tu sais?
You know?
It's a shame you're not going to be around long enough to hand her the program. That isn't seawater, you know. It's a byproduct of the microbes contained in the pool. Buoyancy is practically non-existent thanks to the high oxygen content. Once you fall in, you don't come up. Take a good look at your grave. Show me what you've got.
Eh ben, c'est parti. Alors. Je peux y aller au lance-grenade si je veux. C'est un peu violent, non? Ouais. Il est où? Merde. Raté. 53, c'est bon. Je pense que ça va l'effectuer. Ah bah j'ai retrouvé des balles, parfait. Et puis je crois qu'il lâche des munitions lui de temps en temps. Tiens, en plein dans ta mouille. Là quand il a son truc autour je peux pas le toucher, ça je sais. Allez viens, dépêche-toi. Il est très nonchalant, effectivement. Mais bouge! Haha, tu m'as raté. C'est pas du tout ce que je voulais faire, mais tu m'as raté. Raté. Je suis toujours dans les temps, je suis toujours dans les temps, Jarmo. Je pense que ça va le faire bien. Il reste quoi, 5h30? Parce que là, je récupère Emma. Arsenal Gear, et c'est la fin. Hein. Combat contre Solidus. J'ai oublié de sortir mon arme. Allez, sors de là. Où il est? J'ai raté. Idiot. Mais non mais, je veux pas tirer dans ces couteaux. Voilà. Je m'en fous de prendre un coup de couteau. Voilà. Oui, je m'en fous de prendre un coup de couteau. Que j'ai masse vie. Là, on n'est pas dans l'optimisation, on est dans l'efficace. Aïe. Mais fais tes galipettes, toi. Ah, je saigne. Où il est? Mais je l'ai raté. Mais non, Nathan, idiot. Je saigne. Allez, vamp. Sors de l'eau. Fais pas l'enfant. C'est bon, bientôt au bout. On tient le bon bout. Et je ne saigne plus grâce à la ration que j'ai prise. Ah oui, non, ça c'est chiant. Il est où? Aïe. Mais quoi? Et lui il bouge pas. Raiden, t'es nul. Il a un temps de où il range son arme qui est beaucoup trop long. Merde. Où il est? T'es où? Arrête de bouger. C'est bon. Du.
Colonel, they've apparently completed the final check procedure for arsenal gear.
Find Emma on the double.
Oui.
You've got to get her to install the virus program that the president gave you.
C'est le
When you
projet.
find her, take her to the computer room on level B2 in the core of Shell 1.
Snake, did you catch all that? I didn't make it on time. Arsenal's going active.
Yeah, I heard. The hostage rescue's gonna have to wait.
I'm going after Emma.
We'll secure the computer room. Looks like we can't install the virus program without Emma.
Can't your partner do it?
I would if I could, but the security for this system is no joke. I need more time.
That's why we need her.
Understood. I'll make sure you have your family reunion. What's up?
A lot of years have passed between.
Pas sûr qu'il ait envie de cette
Then
réunion
you
de
should
famille.
see her, right?
I don't have the right to see her.
We can talk about this later. Raiden, I think you'd better get moving. Emma's in the locker room to the north, right?
Vert, vert. 20 ans, hein. Le jeu a 20 ans. Hein. Ils auraient pu le corriger, mais non. Parfait. Coucou. Du coup, encore un petit peu de promenade sous-marine avec moult mines. Aïe. Voilà. Quel plaisir. Je suis full en munitions de AK-47. Pas de AK, c'est pas un 40, c'est pas un AK-47 d'ailleurs, c'est un AK mais pas 47. Comme l'agent. Est-ce que l'agent 47 s'appelle AK-47 pour AK-47? Je ne sais pas. Ah, du porte-à-des mains, oui, parce que petite séance de snipe après. Hein. Du C4. J'en ai esquivé un, c'est normal. Hein, c'est parce que je veux tout ouvrir avant d'aller voir... Qu'est-ce qu'il y a? Ah, du nec thermal. Pourquoi il n'y a pas eu de son? Ah bah si, il y a eu du son. Coucou Kumquat. Je pensais que c'était dans le jeu. Merci beaucoup. Comment ça va? J'ai suivi de loin tes déboires. J'arrive, hein, il y a de la cinématique.
Are you all right?
Who are you?
Raiden, I'm getting you out of here.
Get me out? You're lying. Where are you taking me this time?
What are you talking about? I'm here to help.
Coucou Mquat. Ça tente les jeux de mots pétés vivement le week-end. Ah non, mais j'aime bien ce jeu de mots là, moi. Je le faisais souvent quand j'allais voir Kumquat. Coucou Mquat. Bah, écoute, ça va tranquillement, regarde, après... bientôt 7 heures.
Everybody on this project has them.
Okay, good. Let's try.
Non mais arrêtez avec vos histoires de codec, on sait que c'est moins chiant qu'animer une cinématique.
That's right. I have nanomachines too.
Then you're not one of them.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
And you came to rescue me?
Et merci
Actually, I need your help to stop
pour
Arsenal.
le GG.
I understand you're
Et
the
pour le
only
sub.
one who might be able to do it.
And who told you that?
The president.
Really?
I need you to come with me to Shell 1. Your brother's waiting for you there.
My brother?
Come on, we have to get moving. This place will be flooded soon.
Si, Germain qui nous a fait un beau raid ce matin. Trentaine de personnes. Encore merci.
We better move.
I can't swim. Leave me.
You can swim. You used to love it.
How do you know?
Your brother told me.
He's really here?
That's right. He's here to rescue you.
I don't believe you. He would never come for me.
And I'm telling you he's here, waiting for us at Shell 1.
No! He left me, my mother, when we needed him the most. When my father died, all he could think about was himself.
Emma, we can go over all that later. But first, we have to get out of here.
No! I hate water! It's hopeless! I can't swim! I can't swim!
You can do it.
I can't!
Come on, deep down inside, you know you can swim.
C'est pas le meilleur Raiden pour motiver. Le ton de la voix fait beaucoup et là tu peux nager, allez, merde. C'est plus ça, hein.
I was injected with something. My legs. I have trouble moving.
Il est confus parce que la geekette sage à lunettes est en fait très jolie, typique. Ah non, je pense pas.
First we'll head to filter chamber 2.
Ça c'est déjà vu, mais pas là. Je pense pas.
That's right.
How long?
Just a
Bah, moi, j'ai jamais vu ça comme ça.
Are you sure?
Sa réaction.
Of course I'm sure. That's how I got here.
I don't think I can do it. I'm not good at holding my breath.
Look, Emma, I have an idea.
I have an idea.
Put your ear against my chest and listen to my heartbeat.
Listen to my heart.
Count the beats. Don't think about anything else. When you reach 100, open your eyes. By that time, we'll be on the other side. Give me a signal if you think you're running out of breath.
What will you do then?
I'll swim faster.
Ah oui, c'est vrai qu'elle a 0,2 elle. Faut aller à tous les endroits où on peut reprendre de l'oxygène parce qu'elle a aucune respiration.
Okay, let's go.
L'apnée c'est pas son truc.
Take some deep breaths. 1, 2, 3. What is it?
Ah oui, tes lunettes, t'as raison.
Let me take off my glasses.
You know, you should wear contacts.
There's nothing wrong with my eyes.
Hmm?
I wear them for show.
Trying to be different from the other girls?
No, it's not like that. I like glasses. And there's this guy I liked who used to wear them.
Your first boyfriend?
No.
Ah ouais, non, mais non.
Somebody more important.
Non.
Anyway, they bring me luck.
Je porte des lunettes pour faire le show. C'est pour la blague.
Let's go.
C'est pour la blague. Non, mais c'est un hommage. Vous allez comprendre l'histoire de Emma et son frère. Que j'aime bien. Ah non, arrête. C'est insupportable. Remonte. Merde. Allez. C'est par là. Vite. Prends pas une mine. C'est par là, hein. Ah non, est-ce que je viens de retourner en arrière? Oui. Je crois. Ah non, c'est bon.
Raiden, go with Emma to Strut L.
Oui.
If you exit the Shell 2 core and head south on the KL connecting bridge, you'll get to Strut L.
Non mais j'ai un plan en fait.
Move it.
Oui, bah, tu me
me
couperais pas en plein milieu. Le mec il gueule que j'avance pas mais il arrête pas de me couper. Oui, je sais. Bah c'est fermé. We can't, it's closed. Non par contre ouais sérieux c'est fermé. Je peux pas passer, c'est fermé. Pardon, excuse-moi. Non, relève-toi. Du coup ça doit peut-être pas être par là. Allez, c'est reparti. Pour plus de plaisir. Non, avance. Oula, la mine. C'est par là. Je crois que c'est par là. Oui, c'est ça. C'est bon, c'est bon. J'ai retrouvé mon chemin. I'm not lost. Premier arrêt. C'est quoi ce jeu d'ailleurs? Metal Gear Solid 2.
You did good.
I concentrated on your heartbeat. It reminded me of when I was a kid.
D'où le MGS2. Exactement.
I remember my brother giving me a piggyback ride. I was sleeping with my ear against his back. I could hear his heartbeat.
Sounds like you were close.
We were, back then. We were stepchildren in our parents' second marriages. Wherever my brother went, I used to tag along. My brother didn't have any close friends, so he used to take care of me. We both wanted to be loved so much. So much that we used to pretend.
Pretend?
Yeah, we used to play house. My brother was the husband and I was the wife. But it was always just make-believe. We were only kids. You know what I mean.
I never had a family, but I think I know what you mean.
On m'appelle, pardon. Excuse-moi, tu me racontes ta vie, mais on m'appelle, donc pardon.
Raiden, what's your status?
Colonel, I've got Emma Emmerich here. We've managed to avoid drowning.
Good job. Get her over to Shell 1 as soon as you can.
That's going to be hard with the connecting bridge on the upper level destroyed.
Didn't Olga say something about taking the oil fence at the bottom of Strut L?
Yeah, I remember that.
You should be able to go down by way of Strut L. Try and get over there.
What about Emma? She's been injected with something and she can't walk without any help.
Take her with you. Free your hands of any equipment and hold down the
Tu
action
me l'as déjà
button to give
expliqué
her a
tout à
hand.
l'heure.
To release your grip on her, take your finger off the action button. Emma can sit and wait until you help her back up. And be careful. You won't be able to use any weapons while you're leading her. Now head for Strut L.
We're on our way.
Raiden, we've infiltrated the computer room. What's your situation?
Emma's safe. We're heading your way.
Good job.
Shell 1's
Elle est finie la cinématique, oui. On a un peu avancé. On a tué un boss. On a récupéré Emma, donc on a un peu avancé. Fâche. Et toi, du coup, ça a donné quoi?
I'll use my Kodak as a relay. Here she is.
Hal?
Is that you?
Hal.
Why are you involved with Metal Gear?
Huh?
You knew our family's dark history and still got involved? What's wrong with you?
I should have known.
Mauvais move,
Why are you
Al.
repeating the same mistake?
I wanted to hurt you. I wanted to see you suffer. You abandoned me.
No, that's not what happened.
All right, that's enough.
Hey, say,
Who are you?
I'm a friend of Otacon's, Emma.
Otacon?
Enough with the sibling rivalry.
That's not what this is.
We haven't got time for this. Raiden, get her over here right now.
I...
Gotcha, Snake. I'll head over there with Emma.
Most of the enemies aboard Arsenal, but I suggest you be careful. Make sure Emma gets here in one piece.
Raiden, take care of my sister.
Don't worry, I'll get her there.
Ok. J'ai tenté un skip difficile. Ah! Et du coup, c'est pas passé. Si je comprends bien. La seconde partie de cette phrase, c'est j'ai tenté un skip difficile qui n'est pas passé. Oui, c'est ça, Metal Gear.
Emma, Snake and Hal are waiting for us in Shell 1's computer room.
On finit la partie aquatique et après on fait la pause.
This disk is supposed to contain a virus that can corrupt Arsenal Gear's operating system. We need you to...
This is my program.
Peut-être.
What?
Why did the president give it to you?
Huh?
Did something happen to the president?
Non.
President.
Flashback.
He's dead.
What?
You actually wrote this virus?
It's not really a virus. It's more like a worm cluster. It's actually a delayed effect autonomous program that's designed to invade GW's cerebrum and render its nerve connections useless.
You know what GW is?
Of course. I created it.
Huh?
You look surprised.
Well...
Cat got your tongue?
I'm sorry, How about the Patriots? Ever heard of them?
Yes, but I only know what I've been told.
Can you tell me what you know?
Sure, but it's hard to put into words.
Right. Are you reading me, Emma?
Yes, loud and clear.
Et on est juste l'un à côté de l'autre.
Arsenal Gear was the Patriots' key to supremacy.
That's as good a description as any.
What exactly is it?
It's a massive data processing system capable of controlling information on a global scale.
J'ai rien compris.
Data processing system?
That's right. The system's a social device for maintaining the Patriots' control.
You've lost me.
Well, in this day and age, information emerges from every direction and is freely distributed. A variety of information gathered by servers employing the latest in high-speed communication networks and P2P technology is rapidly circulated to individuals.
Peer-to-peer, c'est mal, hein.
The speed of this circulation
Hein,
process
on
is
vous voit, hein, avec
accelerating
Emule.
on an almost daily basis. The Patriots seem to be afraid of this development. Apparently, they believe that their role will shift from dominant to dominated. Let me give you an example. You're aware of Solid Snake's anti-Metal Gear activities, aren't you?
Yeah, I know a little about it.
Well, that's just a small sample of uncontrolled information. I can guarantee you the Patriots did not want Solid Snake's name publicized. Now, look at it like this. Political scandal,
Non, je sais que le
corruption,
peer-to-peer,
up
c'est pas
until
que
now,
ça.
Patriots have managed to
Je
keep
sais
a lid
bien.
on
Enfin,
these and other self-serving events. But with their existing
c'est
data
pas le peer-to-peer qui est mal, c'est l'échange de
able to effectively control the flow of information generated at the individual level.
de
With the
fichiers
newly created
qui ne
system, we
t'appartiennent
can
pas,
fully regulate digital information. High-level information can be categorized
sur lesquels il y a des
in stages,
droits
given clearance levels and deleted as
que tu ne
necessary,
peux pas échanger
never
librement.
to be seen by the public. By deleting such information, the Patriots can shape the course of history as they see fit.
Comme les
Somebody's
films.
bound to catch on.
No, the memory capacity, not to mention the lifespan of the average individual, is extremely limited. On the other hand, digital information lasts virtually forever. It doesn't deteriorate.
So?
The alphabet, 26 letters, right? It could have been 30 letters.
C'est vrai.
What if the 4 deleted letters were controlled by a program?
Impossible.
It's not. In fact, something similar is already underway. Do you know how many genes exist in an individual?
About 30 to 40,000?
Right, that's what was announced at the turn of the century, but there's actually 100,000 according to the original theory advanced by the scientific community. Information regarding the remaining 60,000 was suppressed by the Patriots.
No.
Why? How would you know? Do you know what a gene looks like? Did you count them yourself?
Non.
There are research organizations.
Of course, and their reports have already been subtly altered. They're even beginning to believe the doctored reports. GW is a system that allows the Patriots to decide what will be recorded in tomorrow's history.
So what we're talking about is one huge censorship system for deleting information which might be inconvenient to the Patriots.
Exactly. The actual physical core for handling the task, GW, is installed in Arsenal. It's the only system in the world with an optic neural AI that has a parallel processing capacity of 980 trillion hammets.
Quoi des hammets?
Being a specialist in neural AI,
J'aime bien quand il essaie de parler de génétique, il m'énerve tellement. Bah moi je comprends pas trop quand il parle de génétique. Mais parce que j'y connais rien la génétique. Je peux pas dire que c'est pas ça. Mais j'y connais rien et je comprends pas trop.
Yes, there are.
I understand.
Do you?
So Arsenal Gear was actually designed to protect the GW system, wasn't it?
C'est ça.
Yes. It's armed with everything, including nuclear weapons, and is fully equipped with cyber-terrorist countermeasures. Physically and logically, it's...
Ah, je viens de me rendre compte que depuis que j'ai fait ma connerie chez Citram, j'ai pas remis en cours le record. Bon bah tant pis.
GW is only the system's core. It's only for deciding what data is
Ça doit faire
stored.
1h30 à peu
The
près.
actual subsystem for
C'est pas
executing the
grave, j'irai
task
couper
exists
dans
within our
Twitch
social
la VOD.
structure.
D'aller lui imposer Chain of Memory juste après qu'il ait fini
Do you
Kingdom Hearts.
remember the panic that gripped the computer industry prior to the end of the century?
New York City.
You mean the Y2K problem?
Le bug de l'an 2000.
Our government supplied the world with a countermeasure program, using the internet at full capacity. The program was distributed to every governmental organization, every key facility throughout the world. In addition, the same program was included in an OS application for distribution among the public.
Let me guess. The Y2K countermeasure contained a program designed by the Patriots.
Yes, and everything supplied from that day onward contains the
Oh là
same
là,
program.
qui sont malins.
Impossible.
Do you know how a computer operates?
Pas
Do
du
you
tout.
really know the basic principles on how data is exchanged?
Pas du tout.
Nobody's aware of it, but there's a subsystem in place, and it's about to be activated.
Is that why Solidus wants to burn out every electrical circuit in Manhattan with a nuclear blast?
Probably, but the overall system isn't actually complete.
What?
It still lacks the necessary factors for judging situations. I heard they were planning a major experiment in the next few days to provide complex data for GW to study. And suddenly all this happens.
Emma, it's not your fault. If it wasn't for the terrorists...
Sont ces terroristes?
Well, I think
Ce
that's
sont
about all
plutôt,
I
non?
know.
Right. Thanks. I think we'd better head for the computer room.
Oui,
My bird in the computer room.
oui, le perroquet, je le connais.
That noisy, overgrown parakeet?
Excuse me, he's a parrot. And he's my best friend. My only friend.
Well, the bird's okay.
Good. Did you know that in the old days, miners used to take a canary into the mine shafts to
Oui.
detect toxic
Ça, je
gas?
savais.
That's what he's for?
No.
Non,
I really needed someone to talk to.
rien à voir. Je te balance ça juste pour que t'aies l'info.
I think we'd better get moving.
C'est ça. Et à un moment donné, il paraît qu'on est
We've got
pressé
a
par le
little
temps.
longer to cover than the last time.
I'll give it my best.
Whatever you do, don't open your eyes.
Why not?
A dead body, not a
Parce qu'il y a des gens qui sont morts.
Once we get past it, it'll be too dark to see anything.
Allez, we can do it.
What are those sticks in your head?
These?
C'est des baguettes.
They're lacquered chopsticks. They hold your hair in place. Did you know that they're pretty popular in Europe and South America?
Can't say that I do. You're not only cute, but smart too.
Oh, I'm much more than cute.
Okay, let's go.
C'est parti. Ah, ça commence mal. Je suis full en ration. Attendez, on va résoudre ça tout de suite. Hop. Ah non, je vais les garder d'ailleurs. Ensuite, c'est là. Non, descend. Voilà, parfait. En face. Et respiration. Ah, salut Pete. Vite! Pourquoi il t'appelle pas pour te dire comment nager, tiens? Parce que il l'a déjà fait 2 fois et que j'étais obligé de m'énerver. Il va dire, colonel, c'est bon. Oula. C'est dangereux ce que je fais. Attention! C'est bon. Virage super bien pris. Vite. Ben, je pense qu'on est pas mal. Oui, we did it. Oh non, des bêtes.
Bugs! I hate bugs!
Ah, sympa. Oui. Sympatoche. Voilà, donc elle sait pas nager, elle a peur des insectes. Voilà, si le jeu voulait nous ralentir, il ferait pas mieux. C'est bon? Je pense que c'est bon. Viens, j'appelle l'ascenseur. Viens là. C'est pas gonzesse. Je me serais pas permis. Je pense que c'est le meilleur endroit pour faire la pause. Petite sauvegarde. On sait jamais, des fois que le jeu plante.
Jack, is that...
Oui.
Jack?
Non. Toujours pas, Rose. Toujours pas. On aura bien le temps de discuter après, t'inquiète pas. Du coup, la pause ici. Merci d'être toujours présent en nombre, ça fait plaisir. Et du coup, il est 15h58, on se dit 16h10. 16h10 max de retour pour la suite du jeu. A tout à l'heure, alors qu'on est à 5h01 de Koh-Lanta.